up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours, and overall, a very positive 24 hours for Barcelona. First story, not so positive, of Barcelona's third bid for Lewandowski for 40 million euros plus 5 million euros in variables has been rejected again by Bayern Munich. But the good side is that this time they actually rejected it and not just straight up ignored it, and now there has been some contact between Barcelona and Bayern Munich. The club are very positive and very confident the deal will happen. Also, Lewandowski is ready to go on strike to make this deal a reality. Now, alongside Lewandowski, another priority in the attack for Barcelona is Raphinha. Again, this hijack is in full force from Barcelona, and apparently they made another bid to Leeds yesterday, which has been rejected, and are now on the verge of matching Chelsea's offer of 70 million euros in order to sign Raphinha this summer. Crazy updates about that. Also, for the 20th summer in a row, we have been linked with Neymar. Talk about that a little bit, but with players coming in, of course, players will have to leave, and for me, this has been the positive news. So many players are on the verge of leaving Barcelona. It's wonderful. Firstly, the closest one at the moment, Lenglet to Tottenham on loan. It's pretty much a done deal. Umtiti is about to leave. Rey Manaj is about to leave. And Ousmane Mingueza, all on the verge of leaving Barcelona. We have some future updates as well on Memphis Depay and Antoine Griezmann. And finally, Barcelona have activated their first lever of the summer, bringing in 208 million euros to balance the books for this summer. But more levers have to be activated for Barcelona in order to act freely in the transfer market. Of course, we still have 15% of the TV rights and 49.9% of BLM still to be sold, with the deadline being on July 31st. And also, we have a big update on our new Joan opponent. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get the 300 likes in this video. It'd be very much appreciated. Also, if you're new, make sure you subscribe down below if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Let's start off with the transfer news over the past 24 hours. Now, the first player that we have been linked with is, of course, the #1 target and priority signing for Barcelona this summer, Robert Lewandowski. As you all probably know, over the past 48 hours, Barcelona have submitted their third bid for Lewandowski to Bayern Munich for 40 million euros plus 5 million euros in add-ons. And now, for the third time, the bid has been rejected. Bild in Germany have come out saying that Bayern Munich have rejected Barcelona's third offer for Lewandowski, which consists of 40 million euros plus 5 million euros in add-ons. The club only considers the sale for at least 50 million euros guaranteed. Plenty Gold came out saying the situation regarding Bayern Munich and Barcelona for Lewandowski remains unchanged. Bayern dreams of getting around 60 million euros. An agreement could be sorted out in the range of 50. With less money though, Barcelona has no chance of signing him. So again, the price is set for Lewandowski. Bayern Munich want at least 50 million euros. I think maybe a 45 plus 10 or maybe a 45 plus 5 could get the deal done. Again, Barcelona do not want to pay 50. They want to get to 40. They want to bid in the region of 40 with the add-ons to bring it up to 50. So we'll have to wait and see what Barcelona do. But with this bid, there has been a positive side to it being rejected, and that is Bayern Munich actually responded to us. Sport 1 came out saying that Bayern Munich said to have ignored Barcelona's first two bids and finally responded to the third bid for Lewandowski by rejecting the offer. Informal talks between the two clubs have occurred, and Bayern Munich do not want a fixed fee for less than 50 million euros. So again, this time the bid was not ignored, it was rejected. So at least we're making steps in the right direction. Also, the top Polish journalist, who I cannot pronounce his name, came out saying that Barcelona and Bayern Munich have already contacted each other over Lewandowski. This could mean a good signal. So again, Barcelona and Bayern Munich are actually talking now. Now, there were reports a few days ago, well, the reports were not a few days ago, the reports are recently, but a few days ago, Mateu Alemany was trying to call Bayern Munich, but they weren't picking up the phone, which made it, of course, difficult for Barcelona to negotiate. What we're doing right now is just putting in bids and hoping for the best. There's not really that much communication, but now with this third bid going in, being rejected, there has been some contact between Bayern Munich and Barcelona. But of course, the deadline to complete this deal to make it both parties satisfied is July the 12th. On July the 12th, Robert Lewandowski will be summoned to Bayern Munich to start preseason training. The big question is, at the moment, if the deal is not completed before then, will he go on strike. Now, Bild have come out saying that returning to Bayern Munich to the training ground is out of the question for Lewandowski. If Bayern insists on keeping him, the player could go on strike and skip the start of the preseason in an extreme case. Barcelona want to avoid a strike scenario. That the Catalan club's bosses are close contact with Lewandowski. For now, Barcelona are not planning to make a fourth offer, although internally they assume they'll have to pay more than 50 million euros in the end. Now, that last part I can tell you is wrong. Joan came out saying that Barcelona are preparing a fourth bid. It will not be over 50 million euros fixed, but it will probably 45 plus 10 or 45 plus 5. But Barcelona are preparing the fourth bid and it will submit it very soon. Again, Lewandowski is a top priority, but what Bill is saying here is that look, Lewandowski will go on strike, but Barcelona want to avoid that scenario. Now, Lewandowski's former agent came out and he was speaking to the media in Bild, and he was asked about Lewandowski's situation. He said, I was already concerned that he wouldn't show up to training. Back when he's at Dortmund going to Bayern Munich, he refused to sell him. He almost went on strike. He was then asked, do you see Lewandowski going on strike this summer if the deal is not done before then? He said, I believe Robert would do it and not show up to training. That's his former agent saying, look, if it comes down to it, Lewandowski will go on strike. He almost went on strike last time when he was trying to go from Borussia Dortmund to Bayern Munich. So this situation right now is heating up for a fact. Again, Barcelona are preparing their fourth bid. They will submit it in the next couple of days. But Lewandowski is ready to go on strike if the deal is not done before July the 12th. But Barcelona do not want the strike scenario to happen because, of course, the relationship right now between Barcelona and Bayern Munich is at an all-time low. Again, Mateu Alemany is calling the Bayern Munich board and they're not even picking up the phone. The relationship between Barcelona and Lewandowski and Bayern Munich is on the floor, and that's why it's going to be difficult to buy him. We have to give Bayern Munich what they want or else it is finito. But there have been some, positive signs about his move over the past 24 hours, and that is that Xavi and Lewandowski met at a restaurant in Ibiza. Joan came out saying that Xavi and Robert Lewandowski at the same restaurant in Ibiza. They are accompanied by friends and are on different tables, but they are still close to each other. And the reports come out saying that they saw each other and they spoke for around 10 to 15 minutes, but not about football, maybe just about life and stuff. I don't really know about that, but they did talk. They were at a restaurant, they saw each other, oh hey, what's up? And they talked. Apparently Lewandowski told them, oh, I'm going to be coming 100%, I'm going to, make a bid for me. Xavi's like, yeah, the board is on it, don't worry about it. So we'll wait and see. I think in the end, we will get Lewandowski. I know the club don't want to overpay, but if it comes, for me, the question is, if it comes down to it, will Barcelona overpay? I don't think we will. Make this fourth bid. If it gets rejected, then I see the Lewandowski operation as very difficult, but we'll have to wait and see. Again, the fourth bid is being prepared by Barcelona as Lewandowski is their number one priority this summer. Now, along with Lewandowski, another priority in the attack for Barcelona is Raphinha, as they're trying to hijack the deal between Leeds and Chelsea for Raphinha, as Leeds and Chelsea have reached an agreement for his transfer. And again, Raphinha and his agent Deco want and are prioritizing a move to Barcelona. Now, Ben Jacobs has come out saying that Chelsea has scheduled talks yesterday with Deco to discuss personal terms for Raphinha, but Deco did not show up to the meeting because he was in Barcelona at the Ciutat Esportiva. Chelsea know that after agreeing a fee, they have to act fast to agree on personal terms within the next 48 hours. Failure to do so could give Barcelona the advantage. Raphinha still hasn't decided on what's next and it all lies down on him. He still has a long-standing term agreement with Barcelona, but Barcelona need more time to send a fee towards Leeds and find the funds. Barcelona are hoping that Raphinha will wait for them, but Chelsea are desperate to complete the deal. Arsenal still have not submitted another official bid towards Leeds United yet for Raphinha. Now, right now we are hearing that Arsenal are out of the race. They're now prioritizing Alessandro Martinez from Ajax. They don't want to get involved in this Raphinha situation. So pretty much it's two-horse race between Chelsea and Barcelona. But again, Chelsea does have the upper hand. They did the hard part. They've agreed with Leeds on the transfer fee, but we have an agreement on personal terms with Raphinha. Now, Chelsea are paying 70 million euros as a total package for Raphinha. I think it's a 60 plus 10, maybe a 55 plus 15, somewhere around there. So if Barcelona want Raphinha, they have to match the bid. And there are reports that we are. It's coming in from the Times. Paul Joyce, very, very reliable source. He's more so a Premier League journalist, and his specialty is around Liverpool. But he came out saying that Barcelona are willing to offer up to 70 million euros for Raphinha. Now, if you think about this, we're going to be spending around 110 to 120 million euros all in for Raphinha and Lewandowski. When our defense is absolutely shite. Now, I understand this, of course. The attackers sell shirts, they make the money. I get that. In defense, it's looking okay at the moment. Of course, Azpilicueta and Alonso will be not too expensive. Those are the new players that we have in the defense. But my concern, of course, is Kunde. Now, if we're paying 70, I'm going to be disappointed. He is not worth 70. I would pay 50 all in, maybe 60, but you got to make that a lot in variables. Like if you want to make it 60, I'd probably do 40 plus 20 and make the variables like 10 million a bit easy to achieve. The other 10 very difficult, like if you win the Champions League, if you win back-to-back La Liga, someone like that. But 70 for me is too much. But there are reports coming out saying that we are going to match that coming in from England. But in Spain, Joan came out saying that Barcelona have not matched Chelsea's offer to Leeds for Raphinha, but the operation, the hijack game, is still on. And then we got the big update from Fabrizio Romano. He firstly came out saying that yesterday Barcelona made an official bid to sign Raphinha, but Leeds have no intention of accepting the bid. He did not give out the price. It could have been, 40 plus 10, 30 plus 20. It could have been 60. We don't know. But all we know is that he said that Leeds have no intention of accepting the offer. And then he came out with an official report. He came out saying that Barcelona contacted Leeds United last night to make a new offer for Raphinha after talks with Deco. Barcelona's verbal offer does not fulfill Leeds' request yet, who insists on Chelsea's £60 million offer, which of course is 70 million euros. Why did he put yet in there, man? That yet is really scaring me. Are we really gonna match Chelsea's bid? I cannot see it happening, man. I think what the club are trying to do is get Raphinha for less than what Chelsea agreed with Leeds. Maybe, again, a 50 plus 20, something like that. I cannot see the club paying 70 million euros all in. Maybe 60, I can see it. I can definitely see 50, but 70 all in is too much for Raphinha. Again, the club did not like to get into bidding wars, and right now we are in a bidding war, 100%. Raphinha's price was at 25 million euros, and Leeds stayed up. It jumped up to, I think, 40? And then Arsenal bid 45, and then Chelsea bid 60. So his price is just fluctuating all over the place. And again, for me, I don't think he's worth 70. Now, here's another good thing. Richarlison has joined Tottenham. It's a done deal. But Chelsea tried to hijack that deal. So are they now worried that Raphinha is going to Barcelona because they bid the same amount? They bid £60 million for Richarlison, but in the end hit a full agreement with Tottenham Hotspur. That's a done deal. But why they try to hijack the deal? Are they worried about Raphinha? I have no idea, man. We'll have to wait and see. Again, there is no doubt that Barcelona are working very hard on signing Raphinha, as Raphinha and Deco want to make that deal possible. For me, the big question is how we're going to do it and how much money we're going to spend. Again, the next few days will be very, very key for the Raphinha saga. Now, along with Raphinha, we have also been linked with another Brazilian winger who could be coming into Barcelona this summer, and that is the annual return of Neymar. I'm going to go through the report and give you guys my quick opinion on this. I don't want to dwell on it. Anyways, TV3 came out saying that Neymar is crazy about returning to Barcelona. I've heard that 1,000 times, and Xavi does not hide his desire of bringing him back. PSG are fed up with Neymar and want to get rid of him in this transfer window. However, releasing him would cost around 200 million euros, and PSG has spent over 600 million euros in the player invested, and his performances have not been up to expectations. And also Luis Cano, again, mid-journalist, he's very good when Como was here right now, give him around, like a 5 out of 10. He came out saying that Neymar will refuse to leave PSG unless he can only go to Barcelona. However, Barcelona have ruled out his signing completely, both sportingly and economically. Now, I'm going to say this. Right now, Neymar earns around 700,000 euros per week at PSG. If he wants to come to Barcelona, many things have to happen for us to even consider it. He has to bring that down from 700 to, I would say, 150, 200. Again, the wage cap for Barcelona is 200. All new signings, all the players have to adapt to that. We talked about that about a month ago. 150, 200. Of course, if you sign him, he'll generate that money back in shirt sales and commercial assets without a doubt. How are we going to get him out of PSG? Loan? I mean, if PSG come up to me and say, take Neymar on loan for one season and only pay him 200k a week, ding, 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 I might consider it. Other than that, it's not going to happen. And I don't think this deal is going to happen. I think Neymar will stay in PSG. He'll be there with Mbappe and Messi next summer. There are also reports coming out saying they want to sell Messi as well. It's all crap. As their annual journalist stuff just gets some views and stuff. In the end, Neymar, impossible, will not be coming back to Barcelona, and it's just the annual Neymar saga coming back up again. Now, position for Barcelona this summer that isn't the priority at the moment, but it could be later on in the window, is of course the midfield, and we have been heavily linked with Carlos Soler, but there has been some good news. He is way close to joining Atletico Madrid than he is Barcelona. Hector Gomez, the best source, #1 around everything Valencia, he's come out saying the agreement between Atletico Madrid and Carlos Soler is very advanced. However, there have been no contacts recently as Atletico Madrid first need to sell players before they can sign new ones. So again, for Atletico Madrid, Carlos Soler is a priority. He's not a priority for Barcelona. Again, it does depend on what happens with Frenkie. It's really interesting to see if we do sell Frenkie, who we're going to bring in. Will it be Carlos Soler, Bernardo Silva, or maybe we could promote internally? We'll have to wait and see. But at the moment, Carlos Soler is not an option to Barcelona, and right now he's very close to joining Atletico Madrid. Now, despite the fact that the La Liga transfer window has only just opened today, Barcelona have completed 2 signings as free agents in Franck, Kessie, and Andreas Christensen, and their presentation and announcement dates have been set. Sport have come out saying that Kessie and Christensen will be presented next week and will also join training next week as well. Well, not next week, but the week after that, on Monday, July the 11th. Kessie's presentation will take place next Thursday, while Christensen's presentation remains to be defined whether it be on Tuesday or Sunday. Now, Mateu Alemany came out saying that Kessie's official presentation as a new Barcelona player will either be on July the 7th or July the 8th. So again, next week will be presentations for Christensen and Franck Kessie. I still expect their announcements to be this weekend. I think Saturday and Sunday we'll get maybe one for Christensen, one for Kessie, maybe both on the same day. I think they will be announced this weekend. But presentation, holding up the shirt, press conference, all that sort of stuff will be taking place next week around the middle of the week, and then they'll be back in training on Monday, July the 11th. So that's gonna be some fantastic news about damn time. I think Kessie's agent was in Barcelona yesterday to finalize some last figures of the deal, signed it. I think Romano also came out saying that Christensen and Kessie, done deal. They signed the contracts. All they have to do now, Barcelona, is officially announce it. Let's now discuss the players who have been rumored to leave Barcelona over the past 24 hours. Firstly, of course, the main candidate who will generate the most revenue for Barcelona, it is Frenkie de Jong. Now, Pedri from Sky Germany, again a German source, a German outlet, he came out saying that Frenkie de Jong's transfer to Manchester United is in the final stages. He could even be presented during this weekend. You're telling me tomorrow we're gonna have a done deal for Frenkie? Come on, man. This deal's not happening this weekend. Maybe next weekend. This weekend, for the second and the third. No chance, absolutely no chance. Barcelona have other priorities at the moment. Again, once Barcelona put that green light for the sale of Frenkie de Jong, it will happen again. We are still hearing that Frenkie de Jong does not want to leave. There's no agreement between Manchester United and Barcelona, or not Manchester United and Barcelona, Manchester United and Frenkie de Jong on personal terms. So again, it's going to be a big factor in negotiation. And also, Barcelona and Man United have not agreed on the full package of the 85 million euros. How will be divided and what are the variables and add-ons going to be? Again, Barcelona still trying to fight for at least 70 million euros fixed, while Manchester United are offering 65 million euros fixed. This deal will happen. My concern right now is who we're going to replace Frenkie de Jong with. Will it be Bernardo, Carlos Soler, or some other name? That's the only thing I really care about at the moment. I know for a fact that Frenkie de Jong will leave. I'm still seeing pictures of him in Mexico with his girlfriend. They're all chilling, sticking their tongue out like this, and acting like nothing's happening in the world. But the reality is that Frenkie de Jong will be joining Manchester United. The big question now is how much, when, and who's the replacement. Now, over the past 24 hours, I don't know what happened, but Barcelona are advancing on many exits. There are so many players who are on the verge of leaving Barcelona. The first one that's the most advanced and pretty much a done deal is Clement Lenglet to Tottenham Hotspur on loan. DiMarzio came out saying that Clement Lenglet is set to join Tottenham Hotspur on loan from Barcelona. Only a few details are left to be closed, and then it will be a done deal. Fabrizio Romano came out saying that Tottenham Hotspur are closing in on Clement Lenglet deal with Barcelona after new talks that advanced the deal yesterday. They are working to close the final details today and also tomorrow. Mateu Alemany came out saying that contact between Laporta and Daniel Levy on Lenglet have always been positive, except for a surprise. He will play on loan at Tottenham, although at the moment it is not 100% closed. Today, important meetings will be taking place between the two parties. And finally, ESPN, Samuel Marsden, Moses Malorens, and also the representative in Tottenham as well for ESPN, they all came out saying the deal with Tottenham Hotspur is likely to include a non-mandatory purchase option for Clement Lenglet. Only a few details like how much of his salary will Tottenham pay and how much will Barcelona pay as well. After that, it will be agreed. Antonio Conte helped in convincing Lenglet to leave. Gets in there, lads. I am shocked that we sold Clement Lenglet this early. We're not sold. but on a loan. It will be a loan with a buy option. I think the buy option will probably be around 10 to 20, and if Lenglet performs well, Tottenham may purchase him. And also keep in mind, if Conte is the manager for Tottenham by the end of the season, they could buy Lenglet as well, because he has been a big fan of him for many years. Again, the salary is also a big issue. I say 80-20 split. So you pay 80%, we pay 20, maybe 90-10. Like, if you're gonna take him on loan with a buy option, you have to be paying at least, I would say, 80%. So wait and see. But again, I will make a video once Lenglet's move to Tottenham is a done deal, but it is on the verge of completion. Now, another French center back from Barcelona who is also on the verge of leaving is Samuel Umtiti. God is real. I cannot believe this. The news broke in from L'Equipe. They came out saying that Renewal, of course, the former team of Ousmane Dembele, are interested in signing Samuel Umtiti, with initial conversations having already taken place. Umtiti is going through all the interest he has received, but does not want to delay his choice. What? Umtiti leaving? Does not want to delay his choice? Oh, someone pinch me. What is going on? Umtiti on the verge of leaving Barcelona. The question now is where. It looks like it will be a simple loan, no buy option. They will cover probably half his salary, maybe 60%. But who cares? Umtiti is about to leave. And also RMC Sport in France, very reliable. They came out saying that Rennes are indeed interested in Samuel Umtiti. Barcelona and Rennes have begun talks over a loan deal for the French defender. He's 2 years, 2 summers, and he's finally gone. I feel like last summer, I just kicked the table. I feel like last summer they had an agreement. Laporte and Umtiti probably said, hey, if you don't survive this season, you've got to leave in the summer. And he's like, you know what? Okay, I agree. Played 1 game, and now he's off. But here's the best part. I want to go back to the L'Equipe one. Does not want to delay his choice. Watch out for July the 4th, man. It's going to be so interesting to see who shows up for preseason at the Ciutat Esportiva. Umtiti's not there. I think Lenglet 100% won't be there. Mingueza, Ricky Push, big question mark. Braithwaite, big question mark. Umtiti may not be there either. It is going to be a crazy day that will give us all the indications on players' futures. But again, Umtiti on the verge of leaving Barcelona on loan, most likely back to the French league to Rennes on a simple loan deal. Now, the next Barcelona defender who is also on the verge of leaving the club is Oscar Mingueza. Ken the Serve came out saying that Oscar Mingueza has offers from Spain, Italy, and England. He now must decide where he'll be playing next season. What the bloody hell is going on here? I mean, Umtiti gone, Lenglet gone, even now Mingueza gone. The best part about Mingueza is it will be a sale, it will be a transfer. We will get some money in. Hopefully 5 million, but it could be, 2 million plus 3 in add-ons, or 3 plus 2, something like that. But unlike Lenglet and Umtiti, Mingueza will bring some money to the club. We'll have to wait and see what he decides. Again, he has offers from Spain, Italy, and England, and will decide his future very soon. Now, similar to Oscar Mingueza, another player who's on the verge of leaving the club and will also bring in some money as well is Rey Manaj. What the hell is going on here? Everyone's about to leave. It's freaking fantastic. The Martios come out saying that Barcelona and Getafe are in advanced negotiations over Rey Manaj's transfer. Again, we don't know how much they're gonna pay. 1 million, 2 million. Who cares? We're about to sell Rey Manaj. And Mundo Deportivo came out back in that statement from Demarcio saying that Barcelona's Albanian striker Rey Manaj, who played last season on loan at Spiza, hopes to close the transfer to Getafe between today and Monday. Rey Manaj has also received offers from Germany and Italy, but wants to join Getafe in Madrid. Bloody hell, man. We got what? Lenglet, Umtiti, Mingueza, now Rey Manaj. We got 4 sales coming up in the next few days. Again, I'll make videos once they're done deals, except for Rey Manaj. He's not worth my time. I'll make a video for Mingueza, Umtiti, and Lenglet, but oh my bloody god, we are selling everyone. Absolutely fantastic news. Again, if we can get 3 million for him, 4 million, that'd be perfect. I think most likely we'll probably get 1 million. We could even let him go for free, to be honest. We'll wait and see. But again, Rey Manaj is on the verge of joining Getafe from Barcelona this summer. Now, similar to Rey Manaj, another player who's out on loan last season and will not be returning this summer is, of course, Antoine Griezmann. His loan has been extended for 1 more season after reaching an agreement with Atletico Madrid based on his performances over the past season, and there is a mandatory buy option of 40 million euros next summer if these agreements are met. Again, there were reports coming out over the past few days saying that, oh, Atletico Madrid can't afford Griezmann, they're gonna send him back to Barcelona, they can't even register Witsel, they can't bring in Carlos Soler, blah blah blah. No, He has an agreement on the table. This is why we got rid of him. He is now Atletico Madrid's problem and not ours. Again, there are reports coming out saying that Griezmann will reduce his salary, help Atletico Madrid out. He also tweeted that he was staying and pretty much confirmed that he will be staying at Atletico Madrid for next season. Again, on paper, it will be from loan from Barcelona. Now, Juan Martí came out saying that now it's confirmed that Griezmann will stay at Atletico Madrid next season. He must play 45 minutes in 50% of the matches in which he's available for during the next 2 years on loan for the €40 million pie option to be obligation. Till now, he has completed 30 out of 37 games he's available for with an 81% success rate. If Griezmann is available for 50 games next season, he has to play at least 45 minutes in 14 games for the operation to be completed. If 40, then he has to do 9. If it's 35, then 6. If it's 30, then 4. If it's 25, then 1. If Antoine Griezmann is available for 23 games or less, then the 50% mark is reached for sure. So pretty much, based on this report from Juan Martí, he's saying it's pretty much guaranteed that Griezmann will reach those criteria for Atletico Madrid to have the mandatory buy option of €40 million for Antoine Griezmann next summer. In the end, no worries. We got rid of his €7,000 per week wage, no deferred salaries, no bonuses, and also we will get €40 million for him next summer, with of course the €10 million loan fee for the next 2 seasons. Again, overall, it was a Mateu Alemany masterclass. Now, a player whose future at the moment at Barcelona is very unclear, but is not on the transfer market at the moment, is Memphis Depay. Now, Fernando Porto from Deportivo came out saying that Memphis Depay is not on the transfer list right now, but the door for an exit could be opened depending on signing. Xavi values Memphis Depay, but the Dutch forward will not get regular minutes if the desired signings are achieved. So again, Barcelona signed Lewandowski, Raphinha, Dembele renews. Dembele has no chance. But if those operations don't happen, Depay has a very high chance of staying at the club. And Candacero also came out saying that in the meeting on Monday, Memphis was not told that he was being sold. His camp are now awaiting for a contract renewal offer. So during that meeting on Monday, we had no idea why Memphis Depay's lawyers were there. It was about being sold or about being renewed. Apparently during that meeting, Barcelona told his lawyers he is not for sale at the moment. He could be later on, but right now we want to keep him. He's not on the transfer market, which I think is good news. Again, the only way I can see Depay leaving this summer is if we renew Dembele and sign Raphinha. That way you have the 4 wingers, Raphinha, Dembele, Ferran, Ansu, then we have Abdi or Collado in the reserves. But if of course Dembele or Raphinha do not come in, you need that 4th winger option in Memphis Depay. So we'll wait and see on Memphis. Again, at the moment, he is not on the transfer market. He is not for sale, but could be if Barcelona achieve their objectives, but most likely he could be continuing next season. Let's now discuss some contract renewal updates around the first... I can't even say that anymore. Ousmane Dembele, ladies and gentlemen, is no longer a Barcelona player. His contract last night expired without renewal. Dembele is now clubless and jobless. Yesterday, apparently, on the final day of his contract, there was no contact between Barcelona and his agent, and apparently Barcelona knew that. Fernando Porto from Deportivo came out saying that Dembele is still waiting for Barcelona to make a better proposal. The board thinks that it is possible the solution could go out and drag on, despite the fact his contract expired last night. So the club are anticipating that this saga will be dragging on, but now with Dembele's contract being expired, it will be difficult to register him, because again, with FFP rules and the new La Liga structure, when you sign a free agent past July the 1st, it is considered a new signing and not a contract renewal. Therefore, you have to consider that in the budget and in the wage bill as well. I don't know what's happening with this guy, man. Again, it'll be really interesting to see if he shows up on July the 4th. Again, he is not a Barcelona player. He's a free agent. I don't know what's happening with that. And also, Helena Cordes from Cope came out saying that Dembele has not made a decision about his future and still does not know where he will play next season. You and me both, mate. You and me both. It doesn't make sense to me, because now it's 20 times harder for Barcelona to renew his contract. The offer them before now has to be reduced more now, because it's going to be difficult to register him. And again, he wants more money and a better offer. I have no idea. Man. I think this is why Barcelona are pushing for Raphinha, because they don't want to deal with Dembele anymore. Because if we don't sign Raphinha, we have to go back with Dembele, sit down with Sissoko, blah, 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 blah. That's the problem. I think what the club want to do is buy Raphinha, give the big middle finger to Ousmane Dembele, keep Depay, and move on. But with Raphinha's operation being difficult, that's why they kind of keep that connection with Ousmane Dembele, just in case it falls through. That's just my opinion. We'll wait and see, man. But I don't even know if I should call this a contract renewal update because he's no longer a Barcelona player. He's a free agent, clubless and jobless. Can't believe it. So we'll wait and see on Ousmane. Again, this could drag out to like mid-July, end of July. But it'll be really interesting to see if he shows up on Monday. Of course, Monday, all the preseason training is going to start, the medical checks, all that sort of stuff. He could show up. I mean, the club could say, yeah, just come, why not? He could come, so we'll wait and see on Ousmane, but at the moment, he is a free agent, clubless and jobless, and is no longer a Barcelona player. Let's now discuss some injury and fitness updates around the first team at Barcelona. Just one update, and it is on the fitness update of Pedri. Ben Aid came out saying that Pedri managed to overcome his injury and the player right now is in perfect condition to start training next week with Barcelona, and he has received the internal medical green light. So Pedri, 100% ready to go. He is fully fit. Again, he could have played for Spain during the international break, but decided against it to be really cautious. And again, big season coming up for Pedri. Last season he played very well, but was injured the majority of the season. But now for this season, the start of a new era for Pedri, because according to Mundo Deportivo, Pedri will wear the number 8 shirt for next season. Oh, that's gonna sell like no tomorrow. From 16 to 8, getting Iniesta's number, his idol, his favorite number. I gotta see Gavi's 6 as well, and we are sorted. Again, I think alongside Lewandowski, if we do sign him, of course, and if he doesn't get the number 9, those two will be the top 2 shirt sellers next season. Oh, Pedri, I might get one myself. So again, Pedri fully fit, ready to go, and most likely next season he will receive the number 8 kit. Now the final topic that I want to discuss before I end off this video is give you guys some updates surrounding Barcelona over the past 24 hours. Firstly, of course, the big one, the first economic lever has been activated. Again, it was activated yesterday on deadline day, and again the board doing everything last second, but nonetheless completing the objectives. They released an official statement yesterday saying that Barcelona and 6th Street reached an agreement for the acquisition of 10% of the club's La Liga TV rights. With this transaction, Barcelona generates a total capital gain of 267 million euros for the current season. 6th Street will initially invest 207.5 million euros, and in return will receive 10% of the club's La Liga TV rights for the next 25 years. So if you do the math, we're getting 200 million euros right now, and 6th Street will get 400 million euros from Barcelona in the long term over the next 25 years. In the end, not too bad of a deal. We need the money without a shadow of a doubt. Also in this statement, they came out saying that Barcelona have avoided closing the year with losses for the 3rd consecutive year. For sporting purposes, they will need to activate new levers to be able to invest in signing. So again, this lever is only to end off the year in a positive and not in losses for the 3rd consecutive years. For all that you know, for Barcelona to be back, make signings without no problems, register picks without no problems, we still need to activate more levers. The sale of another 15% of the TV rights and up to 49% of BLM are the ways in which the club is working on. So in this statement, the club said, look, we are good now. We're going to end the year off in a positive, which of course is fantastic. But to invest in signings, registration for players not be an issue. The club need to sell now 15% of the TV rights and also the sale of BLM as well. And of course, the deadline for those two operations is July 31st. So you can expect that Barcelona will do both deals on July 31st, but there are good reports saying that Barcelona want to do the first TV percentage for 15% very soon for around 300-400 million euros, which of course is very good. But again, the first lever has been activated. It's the first step in the right direction, but more levers need to be activated for the club to be fully comfortable in their financial situation. Now, Cope have come out saying the economic control of La Liga believes that Barcelona will arrive in August with the absolute freedom to sign players. 400 million euros in value for economic levers must be activated, and the club believes they'll be able to achieve this by the middle of August, which I think middle of August, that's when the league starts, man. That is going to be so damn late. Also, Coutron came out saying that Barcelona will need 2 more levers to be able to sign players without problems this summer. The 205 million euros from the first lever help balance the books, but are insufficient to sign new players, which of course Barcelona said in their official statement. Mundo Deportivo came out saying that once agreement for the sale, 10% of the TV rights is signed with 6th Street, Barcelona must activate other levers to be able to register players like Kessie and Christensen, and Barcelona hope to reach agreements in July in order to register signings in August. So if you think about it, really, remember last season, or last summer, sorry, PK reduced his salary last second, so did Busquets and Jordi Alba to register Aguero, Memphis Depay, and Eric Garcia. Of course, Eric Emerson was already registered because he was at Betis last summer, so that was not a problem. And with Ousmane Dembele not renewing his contract, he needs to be registered as well again if he does renew his contract. So pretty much All levers gotta be done by, I'd say, end of July, of course, which is the deadline. That way in August, we can register everyone. Again, Christensen and Kessie have been assured by the club. We will have no problems registering you. Again, worst case scenario, Busquets, Jordi Alba, PK reduce their salaries again, just like last summer. There's no doubt for the players that we do sign, they will be registered. Now, you might be wondering, how we signed Lewandowski and Raphinha without either the levers coming in. The club can still sign players, of course, with the money that we do have right now. I think we have probably like 100 million euros to spend at the moment. We're making bids out here left, right, and center for Raphinha and Lewandowski. But once they sign, we cannot register them. So again, we can sign players, but they cannot be registered until the last two economic levers, 15%, the rest of the 15% of the TV rights, and BLM are activated. So again, we'll wait and see. First step has been already taken, but now the big focus is in July for the 15% of the TV rights, the rest of it for 400 million euros, and also BLM 49.9% of that for around 300 million euros. So we'll have to wait and see how the board activate those last few levers. Lastly, big update on the Joan Gamper. Our new opponent is basically confirmed. Rack 1 came out saying that AC Milan have agreed to take part in the Joan Gamper trophy. Both clubs are now finalizing the details of the deal. The date of the match will remain August the 6th, same time, same date, all that sort of stuff. So I don't know if the club will refund tickets from the Roma game, but nonetheless, the game will be taking place same day, same time, just different opponent. And again, the new opponent is now AC Milan. To be honest, Serie A champions, much more attractive game in my opinion. You have the Ronaldinho connection as well. So overall, in my opinion, it's just a decent upgrade. We get some money from Roma for failing. We'll get some money from the match as well. And in the end, we do have a better opponent. So again, overall, no problem whatsoever. And the new Joan Gamper opponent for this summer will be AC Milan. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. And of course, leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. The main thing I want to know firstly is, of course, about Lewandowski. What would you make that fourth bid for him? Would you go 40 plus 10, 45 plus 5, maybe even 50 plus 10? What would you do, as he is the #1 priority for Barcelona? Secondly, on Raphinha, man, what are your thoughts about Barcelona trying to really sign him? Would you pay the 60 million euros that Leeds want? What would you do in that operation? Of course, with Neymar, who cares about him? Thirdly, on those exits, bloody hell, Lenglet, Umtiti, Rey Manaj, I forgot one, Mingueza. What do you think about them? You think they'll all leave before this Monday, July the 4th, when Barcelona are going to be back in preseason? And finally, your thoughts on the first economic lever being activated, and the rest of the levers can be activated during July month. Think that Barcelona will get it done in time, get it done early, or last second. And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care, and Forza Barca.